When I was doing my PhD, even today, I have this view that everybody else is better than who I am. And I think that this is a very common thing when you are in the research game. Every single day, you are facing negativity. Every single day, somebody is telling you that you are wrong. Every single day, the work that you are doing is getting rejected. And you develop this view that you are problematic, that you are not good inside, that everybody else is better than who you are. And I want to start working on that at this moment. I want you and perhaps me to start saying that I am pretty freaking awesome with who I am deep down inside. And I think that's the only way that you survive in this career is you start believing deeply in yourself that you are just friggin' awesome, and the rest of the world, like, screw them. What do they know anyways? I want you to realize that the rest of the world has no idea who you are. And they are reflecting on this little wee tiny thing, and they do not understand even a little bit of what you're trying to do and how important the thing that you're actually going to do is. And I think about this with the Reciprocity Project and all of the people that doubt it and all of the people that are like, it's never going to amount to anything. You know how many times I've heard that? You know how many times I've said, screw you, and that this is going to turn into something that's amazing. And I think when you get really good inside and you develop this sort of sense of like, this is what I'm going to do, that this is important, then when you start doing that, you start loving the world a little bit better. Because what ends up happening in the academic game, in the research game, you start to really not like who you are, and then you stop liking everybody else around you. And I've seen this so many times. I think a lot of people see this where they just are not good inside, and then they're not good with other people. And I think that this is a really very important lesson to take forward, is that for you to develop and become good with who you are inside will actually transform everybody else around you. And then you'll be all right. You'll be totally fine. And then you'll realize everybody else is totally fine in terms of who they are. I have no intention now, because I've done so much work inside, that I have no intention to harm anybody at this moment. I used to, when I started the whole PhD game, the whole research game, I thought it was a big competition, that I had to do better than everybody else, that I had to outcompete, that I had to kind of push other people away so that I can survive within this competitive environment. And I've come to the realization that that was a weak person, that I was saying that inside. I was very much a weak person, and I didn't realize that that was kind of eating me up inside. And when I've realized that, yeah, there is people that are competitive, there are people that are not so nice, but I don't want to be around those people, because they are working on something that's not good inside. And as I develop this, I'm just awesome inside, and I am going to protect the people around me that I actually love, the small little tiny group that I love, and then everything else is just golden, right? If I get a paper rejected tomorrow, it's going to hurt. If I get bad feedback on something, it's going to hurt. If I lose my job, it's going to hurt, but I'm going to be totally fine. I'm just probably going to retire. I'm just going to be like, all right, this is not for me. And I'm going to do this as I'm going to be this person that is just going to be good with who I am. And as I've done this and I've been open with sort of moving along in this direction, that you just have to develop this, I'm good. It doesn't matter what the world does. Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter all of that kind of stuff. I'm just good. If you develop that over time and you just become complete, whole, however you want to see it, then all of a sudden the world doesn't look so scary. all of a sudden you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna be me and let everybody else do their nasty games and do all of this competitive stuff. I just see this repeatedly. The whole academic game. I mean, you watch these movies, right? Where it's just a bunch of grumpy professors. It is the truth, right? So what do you have to do? You just have to sit back and say, let them be grumpy professors. But I'm going to be good inside. And as I'm good inside, I can pass on goodness to other people. And I'm not going to play by any of that stuff. And I'm just going to try to do all of the wonderful things that I do. And that is a pretty amazing, wonderful thing, that I am deep down inside remarkable. And the rest of the world, screw them. If they don't like what I'm saying, if they don't like what I'm doing, screw them. And I want you to have this attitude that you're just, I'm good. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm good. And it doesn't matter what happens to me, I'm just good. Let's just get going, get at her. And every day, I'm just going to do that. And every day, the world's going to punch you down. Every day, I'm just going to get back up, and I'm going to keep doing this. And then all of those people that have made fun of the Reciprocity Project, for example, that have said, what the hell are you doing, this whole thing, I'm going to give them a wink. I'm going to say, you know what? Look what I did. Look at this amazing thing. And the way that I did this, the way I built it, is because I was good to other people. Look what I did. I stood up to the rest of the world and I did something that was weird, and I built this thing. And hopefully you could do the same thing in your own life. Stand up to the world that wants to push you down and tell you that you're not good enough. Frankly, you are good enough. And it doesn't take a lot to see this. You just have to simply work on yourself and say, I am deep down inside, I am good. And anybody that wants to make fun of me, go be it. Go have fun. But I'm going to keep doing this thing because I know it's right.